Hello everybody, it's Nemesis again, and I'm back with another tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how to remake Rich Man by aespa. Now, I'm not sure how fast or how slow I'm going to go with this because as you can see there's a lot of elements in this song and, some switch ups here and there. So, I'll try to explain as best I can, but I don't know, I might have to speed through just a little bit, but we'll see as we go on. But let's just get it started. So actually, if you wanna be like super accurate, you can start with this vinyl in the beginning. This is actually it is a part of the instrumental. If you look up the official Rich Man instrumental, it is a part of it. But I mean, it's not gonna really change anything. But onto the guitar. This is the intro guitar I have put up. This is using Shreddage 3 Stratus. These are the settings for that. Here's the EQ for that. And I have this plugin. Here's another free plugin, distortion, that I also have on it. And here are the notes here. Don't mind how it's like so expanded. I don't know how it got like that, but yeah. Now there's a slight detail in here, there's a slight pitch bend. You can add it, it doesn't really matter if you do or not, but if you want to make it like mega accurate, you can have these like pitch bends on the last note before it switches to the next note here. Just have a pitch bend because it slides the guitar down. Yeah. And then you stop it on beat 3 of measure 8. And then here comes this electro bass, same exact pattern that we just played up here. Where is it? There it is. This is the bass preset I have pulled up here. This is Shreddage 3 Precision. Here are the EQ settings. I'm using free amp as well with some sidechain. These are some sidechain settings. These are going with the kick and the beat. So this goes on, put this on every guitar and bass you have that I'm going to show here, just for future reference. And I have this, the minus 12 here means like minus 12 semitones. This is basically just a guitar. I don't think it really matters which guitar you use. I have like 5 guitars pulled up here, but you can use this guitar. You can use this guitar. It doesn't matter. Just pick a guitar that you want and bounce it in place to an audio file. I've explained how to do that in previous tutorials. And then if you want to just make it quicker and not have to press the down arrow every time to go 12 semitones, what you can do is click on it and then hold Option, Shift, and then press down. And that's going to make it go down an octave. Yeah, and I have a distortion plugin on this. This is a stock Logic plugin. Then I have, these are EQ settings, the distortion plugin again, and I have fresh air to give it a brighter sound, airier sound. So yeah, these are what the two sound like together. And then we have some 808s here. This is the Serum preset I have pulled up here. Sidechain to the kick again with some free amp and just a little bit of low end boost over there. Yeah, and that is copy and pasted with these basses here. and this bass here as well. And all three basses together sound like this. And yeah, that's basically it for the melodics kind of section. In between these, in between the bass and melody stuff, there's these, like, I guess, yells. I had this sample somehow already in my Logic. I just saved samples to here, so I just pulled that from there. I don't really remember what sample it is, but I do know it is a splice sample, so. I just have some distortion on that, and some chorus. And this here, it's the same exact thing, but I have like way more reverb and I have some echo on here too. So it kind of serves as a double for it. So together they would sound like this. Yeah, fun little thing, fun little effect there. Now for the drums, these drums, I mean, they're pretty simple, but you know, I would just pay attention because they do repeat throughout the whole song. So if you want to really get it right, then I would suggest paying attention. So this is the kick I have here. This is my EQ settings as well for the kick. And then I have some hi-hats, some simple hi-hats going on here. And then some open hi-hats in between. Then I have a rim shot on every 2 and 4 beat here. And use that same thing, the rim shot pattern, put that with this snare here. And in between, there's these little percussion elements. It's not really a snare, it's not really a rim, just some kind of percussion thing in between. And together with that, it would sound like this. And yeah, that's basically the drums for basically the entire song. So altogether, the elements we have so far sound like this. Now there's a little detail I added here. These snares here, also these claps. These two elements are very subtle. You probably can't hear it in the original song, but after further examination, like, I can hear it. Yeah, very subtle. You can add it, doesn't matter if you do or not, but yeah. And don't worry too much about this part here where it stops. It's just the same exact thing here. You just can take the scissor tool here and then like chop up the audio file right here, and then like drag it like that, and then backspace. Yeah. And then we have a little snare on every beat here. So then it'd sound like this. And then just another yell, just for some, I guess, effects, some ambiance. And then basically you're going to copy and paste what you did here. Don't copy and paste like the where it kind of like stops the beat here. Don't copy and paste that. Just copy and paste whatever you had over here. And then add back the intro guitar. I think I added a few more plugins on this. So I added a chorus, preamp, distortion, but it's the same guitar from up here. Yeah, and then add another guitar. There's a lot of guitars I added for layering purposes. I used this one, another sidechain to the kick, free amp, distortion, and EQ. And then with everything else, it sounds like this pretty much. My bad, that guitar plugin likes to glitch out a bunch. Then we have like on the second half of this part here, so you're gonna have like 2 bars, and then on the other 2 bars here, you're gonna have some guitar feedback. You can just find some guitar feedback samples on Splice. Should be pretty simple. And then I have these legato guitar things. That, the EQ, and distortion. And I don't have the actual notes pulled up here, but because I bounced it into an audio file, but yeah. It's all together, and then also you're gonna add a shaker, just for some extra percussion. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the first verse, second half of the first verse. It should sound like this. And then you're gonna have some downlifter effects here. And then a riser. So that goes on. That's the whole entire pre-chorus, that section part. Now I added some reggaeton snares here. It's very muffled, so that's the EQ, and then the sidechain is going like that. And then I have this snare building up here. Yeah, it just keeps repeating until the beat stops. Extra downlifter just to make sure. And then we have a muffled kick going in a simple 4-on-the-floor pattern. And the 808 here, it does kind of switch up from the verse. Same idea basically, but yeah, it switches up a little bit. Yeah, and then you're gonna, on the second part of the pre-chorus, you're gonna copy and paste that onto this bass. And then the kick has a little build up as well. And then there's some open hi-hats kind of going along with the kick too, along with the closed hi-hats too. and then some old school snare here. It goes in the reggaeton pattern for a little bit, and then it kind of goes with the kick. And make sure if you want to add extra, authenticity to it, you can add this camera flash here. And that's basically your pre-chorus, and you just add back the intro guitar you had. Yeah, I forgot about this fill here. It's a bit tricky. These are the low pass settings I use, and this is the snare fill on its own. Yeah. And then the chorus is basically copy and pasted of this part here. So yeah, just copy and paste that, but add the shakers, the downlifter, and then you're pretty much done with the chorus. And then this kind of drops out for a second. I just got some cash register sounds. I don't know if I got it from Splice or if I got it from YouTube. I'm not sure, but this is what it sounds like. And then have a riser as well. And then have a little release. I have these two impacts here. And for that part, you're just it's gonna be very simple. It's one note here, just this note. Copy and paste it on these two basses here. And while that's happening, you're gonna have these rims going along as well. And then that's basically that part of the verse right there. Yeah, and then you kind of copy and paste what you had over here. And then it kind of turns into just like bass. But I still added this muffled guitar because I feel like bass alone kind of sounded a bit empty. So I just have the same muffled guitar from up here, but it's just this EQ setting. Yeah, and then you copy and paste what you had in this section over here. Yeah, and then you actually don't copy and paste the pre-chorus again. You're just gonna like copy and paste this part, but just take out some elements. You can see it's almost the same thing, just some elements are missing here. But the bass is the same from the pre-chorus. Keep that in mind. The bass is the same from the pre-chorus. This here, this is for the bridge. And you're just gonna keep repeating that the whole bridge. And we have these funk cowbells here. These are the settings I have for that. And EQ as well. Yeah. You're going to copy the bass also to the 808 as well. And then this kick here, I just took the same exact kick that I had here, but I just made it a little less muffled. Yeah, and then you're going to copy and paste the hats and rim shot and the snare and everything. But you're going to have this fill here. And keep the shakers going on as well. You're also going to have these trap alert sounds as well. So I guess that's about every 2 bars. And I have these percussion here as well. And then for the second part of the bridge, you're gonna have this music box kind of thing going on here. There's the Serum, and this is the EQ. Here are the notes for that. Now I just have a little subtle wub bass in between that. And then it's gonna have we're gonna have a sub drop for, I guess, dramatic effect. And then it's gonna come back at just a little bit, but just a little muffled. And on that sub drop, I have these marching snares here. And then I have a reverse marching snare as well, which is just this, but bounced it in place and reversed it. I show you how to do that in other tutorials as well. And then you're gonna have this impact, this boomer, I guess. And along with the reverse cymbal. Then have some snares. And then you're basically going to copy and paste the chorus you have twice. Make sure I do it twice. But here's the guitar solo. I unfortunately do not have the notes pulled up for this that I did, but I do have the audio file, so I can just play it for you on its own. And that kind of stops for a second, but it comes back on the last 4 bars here. Yeah, and the last thing you have to add here is before the post-chorus kind of here, it's gonna like kind of build up a little bit, but then it's gonna drop back out. So you're gonna have the snares coming back with the hi-hats. And basically, that's pretty much it. You're pretty much done at that point. And that's how you make Rich Man by aespa. I know this was a bit of a longer tutorial, longer video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something from it. Let me know if it was helpful, and please stay tuned for more remakes and tutorials. Thank you.